Hello friends, welcome to episode number 26. As you can see, we have our main team back with us again, and we are leading with Ace here. Ace looks very happy and ready for a gym battle. I know we've been using him a lot recently, but I want to make sure we spend some quality time with our newest team member, and also he is still the lowest level, so I want to make sure he can catch up to the rest of our main team, but rest assured we'll be using them all sooner or later. Now, let's remember where the gym actually is. Oh, before we actually start fighting the gym, though, there is one thing I wanted to do. I did give, I gave the black glasses to Houndoom, who is a dark type, and the spooky plate to Mischievous, a ghost type, even though we won't be using them today. Also, I decided I'm going to save Shadow Ball, because you can get more Shadow Balls, but only from like the post game, or if you get really lucky finding a vendor in the underground, so I'm not going to rely on that. Plus, Mischievous not only learns Shadow Ball not too far from now, but also once we evolve her into Miss Magius. Although we actually have do we have a male Mischievous? I can't remember now. But Mr. Magius. But Miss Magius can learn Shadow Ball via Heart Scale, via the move relearner, so that's an option as well. So we're going to save that TM for another Pokemon who cannot learn Shadow Ball any other way. But speaking of TMs, the reason I'm here is because I would like to teach Surf to Tori. And if it was an HM, I would also teach it to Quagsire just for fun. Because we have three, just to be a little conservative here, I'm going to just use one of the three, and we will replace Aquajet. Like I said, even though our attack is actually a decent bit higher for Tori. More than I thought it would be. I guess there's some EVs in there. For now, I think Surf will be our best water type attack. And actually our best attack. Alright. That should put us in good fighting shape for the gym. Hey there, how's it going, Champ to be? The gym leader here is a user of ghost type Pokemon. Beware, normal type moves have no effect at all on ghost type Pokemon. It's as if they weren't there, but you'll have to see for yourself. Go get him, Challenger, I believe in you. Yep, we actually have a ghost Pokemon of our own now, just in our other team. Alright. Oh, interesting. Speaking of math, I was talking about doing math and calculations last episode. What is 3 plus 5 plus 7? That would be 15. So we should go through the right door, but I think I'm going to be purposefully wrong about these. That way we can actually face more trainers, which I find more fun, plus we get more experience. Not that we really need experience, but I still find it more enjoyable. Don't you have a Poketch, or did you screw up deliberately? The latter. I wonder if that's like the theme of the gym. That kind of sounds vaguely familiar. Like each, like, is there a different room where you have to like use the counter maybe, like a different app there? Or is it all just math? I don't remember now. Alright, well, even though Grass is even against Ghost type, it is not good against Poison, and Ghastly is also part Poison type. So that's unfortunate. But what's nice about Ghastly here is that he does not have the ability Levitate. For the first, like, 4 generations, I want to say, give or take, the Ghastly line had Levitate, which was really good. It made them immune to ground type attacks, which otherwise they would be weak to, and apparently he does have Levitate. Okay, that's right. Now that I see that. Ghastly and Haunter, I think, kept Levitate, but they judged that it was too strong for Gengar. So I think Gengar lost Levitate and had Cursed Body added instead. And I was thinking they had done that to the entire line, but I think they did actually keep it for Ghastly and Haunter. Since really it doesn't matter if Ghastly and Haunter are overpowered, although I feel like there was like one somewhere I saw like Haunters being used in competitive battling for something, but maybe I'm misremembering that. And speaking of Haunter, the good news is even though the Bullet Seed is not very effective and Dig is not going to affect Pokemon with Levitate, we do have Bite, which is super effective being a Dark type attack, so goes to show how valuable type coverage is. Gah, I was done in. I assume the berry Ace is holding is one of those healing berries, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Alright, on to room number 2, another incorrect math answer. You threw the quiz so you get to battle with me, right? That is true, not you in particular, but just whoever was in here. And I'm going to guess Hunter. Mischievous, That would have been my second guess. I'm trying to think if there are any other ghost Pokemon in the Sinnoh decks. There might not be. I really haven't seen any. Okay. Wait a minute. No, maybe not. Mischievous can also have levitate, and not being poison type, well, alright, let's see. Bullet Seed will do on average like 80-ish damage. So actually Bite and Bullet Seed will do about the same amount of damage, but Bite has a flinch chance and will do slightly more on average. So let's do that. Hey, there's the flinch. Nice. And we'll use Bullet Seed just to mix things up a little bit. That's a cool animation. I like that. I haven't used Bullet Seed in a very long time. I feel like Gen 3 maybe, because it used to be really bad then. It was like a TM you found very early on in the game, like before the first gym badge, and it only did 10 damage per hit instead of 25. Don't you know how to take it easy or anything? Jeesh. Never go easy. I mean, I am going easy in some sense with, you know, set mode and in-battle items and all that, but when it comes to moves, definitely going to do the best I can. Yay, go me. Third time's the charm, right? Yeah, so I was thinking that Banette and Shuppet and Duskull and Dusclops, but they're actually Gen 3, not Gen 4, so yeah, it might just be these two lines. Oh no, Drifloon and Drifloon, that's right. Alright, 12 plus 28 is 40, so we will skip the middle door, which is the correct answer, and do some wrong doors for some fun. I've been to all sorts of places. That means I know tons of things. Alright, he has, I'm going to say, 2 Ghastly and a Haunter. So far so good. I always like guessing what they have. This is a really pretty room too. I like the decor of this gym. It's like haunted house, but like really pretty haunted house. Kind of reminds me of some of the castles in like Gen 6. Alright, once again, we are going to not risk Levitate. I don't know if Ghastly can have any other abilities besides Levitate. I don't think it can. I think Levitate is its only like regular ability, and then I'm sure it has a hidden ability as well that I do not recall. And I'm thinking too, we might actually get to use a different Pokemon against the gym leader because Ace is gaining XP at a pretty good rate. Evolutions tend to grow pretty quickly. Another reason it'd be fun to train a whole group of them. Maybe I'll train them in Pokemon Legends Arceus if they're in that game. That'd be kind of cool. I'd have to like trade them over or something. I'm not sure if I could trade between the two games. I was wrong. He had only 3 Ghastly. Now Ghastly does evolve into Haunter at level 25, so he could have a Haunter, but he chose not to. Poor choice in my opinion. Alright, Tori's getting some levels too. And Whirlpool, we're not going to learn Whirlpool. Whirlpool's kind of like the water type fire spin. It's I wouldn't bother. Yeah, whatever. You can battle too. Yep, I do like battling. Alright, and once again, skipping the middle door. I'm not afraid of picnicking anywhere, so I've learned all sorts of things. Even in a haunted house? That sounds fun actually, as long as it was like a structurally sound haunted house. I think that'd be kind of fun. Drifloon, there we go. Very cute, I love Drifloon. Such a cool Pokemon. I'm kind of glad the person I traded to get Mischievous. I just want to say Mischievous because I like Miss Magius, but it's Mischievous. I'm glad they asked for a Murkrow, which I can catch plenty of Murkrow. Drifloon is only available on Fridays outside the Weather Institute. Oh no, Aftermath. Yeah, that will reduce our HP by 1/4 because we defeated it with a contact move. I'll remember to feed Ace a couple berries. Oh, I didn't guess her Pokemon. Well, too late now. And good, just enough to finish off Mischievous there. Nicely done, Ace. And both Ace and Quagsire got levels. I figured I would leave Quagsire here because we had a 6th slot. And I didn't want to use a member of our secondary team because that kind of defeats the purpose if they're getting XP while I'm using the main team. Your toughness is something new to me. But I figured instead of leaving a blank spot, I'll take Quagsire with us. He'll be our permanent fill-in until we get our 6th and final members for both of our teams. Alright, probably the last problem coming up, I would imagine. They wouldn't want to make this too tedious, but it feels like there's enough time for one more. 3 times 13, that is 39 on the left there. Yeah, I feel like these are easy compared to a lot of the gyms. Alright, I was going to use some berries, specifically some citrus berries. Oops, what was that? I Tried to use 2. Alright. Could use an Oranberry, but not even worth it. So which one was 39? The left one, okay, so... C. C is always the correct response, right? You guys remember that? They still do Scantrons these days? I study subjects like Pokemon and history. You know, all the important things. Oh, I wish there was a Pokemon class in school. But yeah, speaking of school, I wonder if any of you are like in school, or even if it's like college or something, let me know if they still use Scantrons. That was a huge part of my childhood. And I assume they still do, because usually like large institutions like schools and colleges are slow to adapt, but I can't imagine they will too much longer. I'm really glad we know Bite. That's why it's good to have lots of different types of moves. You never know who you'll be facing. I used to think about that in school. I remember like wondering like if Pokemon were real, what Pokemon would all my teachers have? What would the principal have? And would there be a Pokemon class? What would we learn? Oh, I would do so good in that class. I knew all the moves and levels and types and everything. All right, let's go to the right door here. I probably study more about Pokemon than you. I don't know about that. Let's see. I mean, this school kid is like a third of my age, so probably not. I'm gonna say Drifloon and Haunter, just because she's probably one of the final trainers to face, so sometimes they give them slightly stronger Pokemon. I also wouldn't be surprised if these are the last trainers, just because there's not that many ghost types, and they probably don't want to get too like repetitive. I did look up because I was curious what Pokemon would resist both ice and ground, and the only one through Gen 4 is Surskit, which is water and bug type. So water resists ice, bug resists ground. But yeah, there are, even from Generation 8, there are like maybe 8 Pokemon, give or take. I think they're mostly water and bug types, if not exclusively water and bug types. Oh, I was wrong. It's another Drifloon that resisted. So it's a good combination. Really, the only reason I'll teach it an ice type move, or a rock type move to Sinnoh eventually, is so that it'll be super effective against some Pokemon that the other two would not be. I can't think of any, but I'm sure there are some. I guess like another ice type, for example, would be weak to Stone Edge. And you could teach Strength, but there's not really a reason to teach a normal type attack unless your other moves don't offer perfect type coverage. And since these ones pretty much do, and Stone Edge would be good against any bug types. Wrong door. There's really no reason to use that 4th move slot or anything but Ice Shard. Alright, are we at the gym leader at last? No. Oh, I went in the wrong door. Huh. 39 was on the left here. So you're not the gym leader. Which is okay, but it was also dead end, which is really surprising. Alright, are there 2 more trainers? Maybe some ace trainers or something with like some haunters and even like a Drifblim? Probably not though. Oh, this is what was the first room's answer. I want to say it was 15, right? I think these are the same choices. It wasn't 2. It was either 16 or 15. I want to say 15, but we'll check that out in a bit. I guess there are 2 more trainers to face then. Yay, ace trainers. See, something in the back of my head. Seriously, kid, why don't you answer the quiz properly? You can get to the gym leader without a problem. Waste of my time. Now I gotta knock you around a bit. I wonder if they're saying that, like, does he have different text if you've been to all the other trainers? Or does he just say that no matter what? I wouldn't be surprised if he said that no matter what. Because you would think by this stage, people that are trying really hard would, like, one, it's not very hard math, and even if they really didn't know for some reason, like, get out a calculator. Right, how many does he have? 3. I'm going to say Ghastly, Mischievous, and Gengar. Not Gengar. Definitely not Gengar. Ghastly, Mischievous, and Haunter. I feel like there's something else I was going to talk about, but no, they talked about Surskit, talked about the Black Glasses, and I talked about Shadow Ball too. Yeah, I talked about everything I was going to talk about. So, and I taught Surf, so I'm doing good. I got my whole checklist here, and everything is checked off. Hey, okay, I'm kind of right potentially. If he has a Mischievous, we'll assume the order doesn't really matter. Yeah, Ghost Pokemon tend to have very low defenses, which makes sense since they're bodiless, and very low HP because they're dead. So when you attack them with physical moves, wow, he does have a Gengar. Oh, I should have trusted my gut. I did not think that one of the gym trainers would have a Gengar. That's really surprising, but also really cool. Oh, you know what? I could have used Dig, and I probably should have used Dig. Save some power points, but I do have Lepa Berries, so if I don't forget, I'll use Lepa Berry. Yeah, Dig actually probably would have finished off Gengar. um, in one hit. So now we have to take some damage from... Oh no, we're faster. Or speed tide maybe. Again, surprising because Gengar is pretty fast, but so is Leafeon. Alright, very nice. Ace Trainer Alan is defeated. I kind of deserved that, didn't I? I gotta stop mouthing off like that. Yeah, pretty much. You weren't being very friendly. Alright, I'm gonna use some items before I forget. And I imagine there will be a female Ace Trainer in the other room, because they usually come in pairs. And just as we have a bazillion berries, I'm gonna heal it all the way up. I highly doubt it will matter against the gym leader, but just in case. Alright. I think this is the wrong answer too. Yes, cool. Ooh, you wanna battle me? Okay, then I'll do the best I can. I'm gonna say Mischievous and Driftblim. I'm gonna say Mischievous and Driftblim, sight unseen. Oh, she has 2 Pokemon, could I be right? And I didn't look up any of these in advance if it's not obvious. Alright, so now against Mischievous we can use, well, we could use Bullet Seed, but let's use Bite. Oh, I healed a Bullet Seed by accident, it must have reset. Okay, well, I don't care too much. Trick Room, as we learned earlier in the Let's Play. Trick Room makes it so that slower Pokemon go first, which means unless we were Speed Tied, Mischievous will probably go first now. It will. And it will use Growl, which is not too concerning. It might make it a little bit harder to defeat our second Pokemon, but I have full confidence in Ace here, so I am not worried. Alright, Anna grew to level 37. And Driftblim, okay, yeah, I promise I did not look it up, I was just thinking like, okay, if he had a fully evolved Gengar, who's another fully evolved ghost type that she might have, and it's Driftblim. And there's one other fully evolved ghost type, which you've probably deduced by now that the gym leader will have, but I won't say it just in case you haven't figured it out. Driftblim is pretty strong, especially after that growl. Strength Sap, what does that do? My attack fell. Huh. I feel like it does something else too, but I don't know what. That's a move I'm not as familiar with. I think it's a newer one. Fly, okay. I might actually... Do I want to switch? You know, Ace is really defensive. I think he can take it. Let's see what we can do here. Now 2, probably not, but 1, I think so. Oh, I was wrong in a good way. Our defense is so high we can take 2. Yeah, Driftblim does not have the best offenses. And, oh, and we're faster now, right? Yeah, that's cool. And Leafeon actually has a very high defensive stat, so win-win. Alright, Billy's leveling up as well. Even though Ace is still our lowest level, I think I will switch out for the gym leader just to mix things up a bit. I squeezed out all my power. You're one impressive challenger. Alright, not sure who we haven't used in a while. I guess we used Tori in the last gym. We could use Anna. Let's use Anna. Get that Intimidate going. And just to be sure, I do want to use some citrus berries. I'm not going to worry about the Lepa berries, but I do want our Pokemon to be at least fully healed, just in case this is a tougher battle. Although I imagine we are all a higher level than her lowest Pokemon, or her best Pokemon, except for Quagsire. Since the trainer's highest level was 30, I'm guessing hers is like 33 or something around there. Oh ho ho! That's some big text there. Finally you have arrived. Since I came to this region, I always try to learn new things. They hold contest shows in the city. I say to myself, enfin, I will excel. That is why I dress this way. C'est une performance. That probably was horrible French, I very much apologize, but I did not take French in school. I took 1 semester in middle school of World Language Connections, which was like 2 weeks of French, but that's all you're getting. Also, I study Pokemon very much. I have come to be gym leader. And so it shall be that you challenge me. But I shall win. That is what a gym leader does, non? Alright, let's see, Fantina. Bring on your powerful ghost types. I think she still just has 3. Yeah, I think I know what they are. But I won't say, because this is based on memory and not just guesses. The trainers were based on guesses. There's no way I remember their Pokemon from 10 plus years ago. Alright, Flying type versus Flying type. And Driftblim, unlike most ghost types, does tend to be a physical attacker, so the Intimidate will actually be helpful there. And it turned back and nodded in understanding. Okay, 32, a little bit higher than I thought. We don't have anything super effective, so let's use Fly, which will be our good all-around stab attack here. While we're flying, I do want to just look up what Strength Staff does, because I'm curious. Ooh, good move, Anna. That was part of that affection bonus there. Will-O-Wisp would have lowered our attack, and I imagine she's going to use... Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. She's probably going to use a potion. So if I use Fly, I essentially waste my turn. Let's use U-turn. It won't do much damage, and it will be doubly resisted. I was really banking on that potion there. I would look really silly if she didn't use it. And look how much HP Drifblim has. Wow. It has a very high HP stat. Again, unlike most Ghost Pokemon, but more than 200 clearly, because the Hyper Potion did not restore it all the way. Or they might have changed how much Hyper Potions restore, which I really hope they didn't, because why would you change that? Alright, we're going to play things smart here and bring out Billy here, who is super effective against Driftblim, being part flying type. Alright, I could use Volt Switch, just keep that momentum going, but as fun as that sounds, it might not be enough to knock out Driftblim, and then whoever we switched in would take an incoming attack, whereas Thunderbolt, yeah, Stab Thunderbolt from Electabuzz is a very powerful move. And especially without full HP, Driftblim was not surviving that. And we got some XP for a few of our Pokemon there. Couple level ups. And Sunny Day. Not going to bother with Sunny Day. We don't have Solar Beam. Not going to learn Solar Beam. And it also increases the power of Fire types, which are super effective against Ace. Alright, and a Gengar, level 34. Okay, that's a little more impressive. Well, even though Thunderbolt gets stabbed, Psychic is super effective since Gengar is part Poison type, so once again, glad to have coverage moves. Now, unfortunately, Gengar is faster. Electabuzz is fast, Gengar is faster. And poor Electabuzz is confused. Let's see if we fight through the confusion. And Billy does. Good job. See, that's more what I like when they... I kind of feel like when they do things like that, then they... that's kind of when they show their affection towards you in like an RP way. Like I've always liked that. I've always kind of felt that when they land a really rare hit or even just get a regular critical. Some folks suggested maybe just adding like flavor text to that, which I think is a good idea. All right, will Volt Switch be enough to finish off Gengar? Let's think a second. Assuming she doesn't use a Hyper Potion, I'm not sure Gengar's low enough. Psychic is 90, super effective times 2 is 180. Volt Switch is 70. It's going to be close. Let's play it safe and go for Thunderbolt. And she did use a Hyper Potion here. Also, I like that Cursed Body made our Psychic disabled. That's actually not a bad ability. Maybe not as good as Levitate, but not bad either. And once again, Billy has come through for us. A nice Thunderbolt. A lot of damage. Not quite enough. Psychic is still disabled. So if that did base power of 90, I'm pretty sure Volt Switch will be enough. Let's give it a try. Sledge Bomb. That's going to do a lot of damage. It's a very high base power move, it gets stabbed, and we are poisoned. Poisoned and confused. What a day. And once again, okay, Billy is coming through for us. And got the knockout, and now that we're switching, our confusion will automatically go away. So that's good news. And Billy will live to fight another day. Alright. Let's bring out Tori. Maybe I'll use Win for some other things later this episode. Might do a few trainer battles or something just to round things out. Oh heavens, what is this? Is this my final Pokemon? She only has 3. I wish she had more, but they are actually 3 pretty powerful Pokemon. I'm actually really happy with her team. And there it is, the evolved form of Mismagius. It is a pure Ghost type. Look at her doing some moves there. And, okay, so, ooh, interesting. Do we want to use Bite or Surf? Surf is a much higher base power, base 90. But it's based on our lower special attack stat, and it does get stab, whereas Bite does not get stab, since we're not Dark type. But I'm going to say because Bite hits Mismagius on its lower defense stat, we'll use that. And once again, she's going for that confusion. Didn't work on Billy. Let's see if it works on Tori. It's a smart move, though. I think her best chance of winning is getting a little bit lucky here by things like confusion. That's okay, Tori. I know I get confused all the time, so I do not blame you in the slightest, but let's try that again. You know, I probably should have used, well, too late now. Oh, don't cry, Tori. Hang in there, buddy. Oh no, okay, well, looks like Billy got all the luck and Tori did not. I wonder if a Pokemon can hang on with 1 HP from the affection mechanic if it hits itself in confusion. Like, that'd be really awkward. Like, it hurt itself, but it also hung on for you. Alright, well, let's use our whole team then. We haven't used Ace yet, but we used Ace, for a while, so let's bring out one of our most powerful Pokemon, Win, and maybe we'll win with Win. It's only 1 level higher, that's not too bad. We're getting there. No tips on this one. Close combat will not affect it. U-turn is not very effective. Grass not as evenly effective, but Flamethrower gets stabbed, so Flamethrower it will be. Also, Miss Maggie's is not very heavy, being a ghost, so... Oh, and the burn. That won't matter too much, because Miss Magius is, not a physical attacker. But it'll do some damage every turn, so that's pretty nice. Alright, I do like that her Miss Magius seems to have some pretty good moves, too. Can't wait to teach mine some similar moves. Oh, look at that, a critical hit. Good job, Win. Otherwise, we probably would have had to use another Hyper Potion, or she would use another Hyper Potion and draw off the battle. She wouldn't have won, I'm, pretty certain, but would have taken a few more hits. You are so fantastically strong. I know now why I have lost. And a round of applause. Thank you, Fantina. At least she takes the loss gracefully. I am dumbfounded. So very, very strong. You, your Pokemon, so strong. Your power is admirable. I shall honor it with this gym badge. Alright, 5 down, 3 to go. Okay, now we're starting to really rake in the gym badges. They kind of front-loaded the exploration, and now that we've kind of explored most of Sinnoh, there'll be a lot of gym battles in quick succession. Fairly quick succession. That badge will let you use the hidden move Surf from your Poketch. Take these technical machines too. I know you'll make good use of them. Oh. Did I? Okay, yeah, she's giving us both. I'm not sure what that is. Not Shadow Ball. It would have been nice to get Shadow Ball. Oh, Shadow Claw, okay. I'm not sure any of her Pokemon. I guess Gengar can learn Shadow Claw, but I wouldn't teach it to him, because Gengar is a special attacker. And I'm not going to teach it to any of our Pokemon, I don't think, although... I don't know, maybe. It wouldn't be long term, because Shadow Claw I think is only base 70 power, so it's not that great. But for this stage in the game, it's okay. I'm just not sure if anybody can learn it. Actually, I think Win could probably learn it. Yes, Win can. We have 5 of them. Question is, what do I want to replace for it? That's a hard decision. Alright, let me make a little note here, and I will think about that off screen when you guys don't sit here and wait for me to think. I probably will keep the moves I have, because I actually really like the moves we have. It might be good to replace U-turn with Shadow Claw, but U-turn is just so fun. I think I'll probably stick with that. Maybe those are Pokemon that we'll add later that might learn Shadow Claw temporarily. Alright, now we're kind of without a direction here. I know where to go because I remember where to go next, but I wouldn't be surprised if we run into like Lucas or somebody to kind of tell us where to go for new players, if we ever get out of this gym. It'd be nice if there was like a teleport pad next to her. They do that sometimes. Maybe there was and I just missed it. Oh, Sin, you've beaten the gym leader. There seems to be no end to how tough you are getting. At least that's how I see it. You do realize I say that to everyone, right? Don't tell me that, dude. Alright. Oh, Cynthia. Okay, there we go. Seen a lot of her lately. I'm so glad to see you. You're not very easy to track down. She says that, and yet I feel like I've seen her like almost every episode the last few episodes, so apparently I am. Maybe that charm was like a secret tracking device. My grandma told me about what took place in Celestic Town. Thanks for what you did by the ruins. But that Team Galactic, I thought they were just a bunch of eccentrics. You know, talking about how they're going to make a new universe and all, and that weird way they dress too. I thought they were harmless. It appears as if they're a lot more trouble than I thought. I mean, stealing and hoarding Pokemon, that's just plain wrong. By the way, did you find the ruins interesting at all? If you did, you may want to visit the library in Canalave City. They have some ancient books that you might find interesting. It may also be of help to the completion of your Pokedex. I think you ought to go there. Okay, bye-bye for now. That's right, I forgot about the library, okay. It does seem like I don't know, the pacing in this game, I know it's based exactly off of the last games. It is a little bit odd though. Like, I feel like in most games by now you would have faced the enemy team more than once. Which I guess we did. We did in their building as well, so that's fair. But I don't know, it feels like we're overdue for a Team Galactic encounter. That could also just be because I'm playing like on and off though. Alright, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and just end the episode here. No reason to really start something new. We did get to at least use all of our team in this episode, so that's pretty cool. I think... Oh, decisions. Let's go ahead and stick with this team for now for a little bit. Yeah, I'm debating. We're going to be a little bit over-leveled, obviously. But we'll stick with it maybe through the next gym, which I think is... I don't know. Alright, I'll think about that as well and come back. I'm having fun using them again, but it'd be nice if they actually kind of got a little bit underleveled, or if the enemies caught up, if our opponents caught up to be around the same level at least, so we're not super overpowered, because then I could use them for quite a while after that. But we have been using our other team for a bit as well, so I don't know. We'll see what I decide, but I think I will do at least one more episode tonight, so hope you guys stay tuned for that. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you soon.